Hey, hi, hello, beautiful, badass heart warriors, grand risings. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Eleanor Roosevelt. Wow, what a powerful quote. You must do the thing you think you cannot do. Kanchi, grand risings. Thank God it's Monday. Let's take a moment to feel into gratitude for a new week. The sun is shining. Oh my goodness. A new chance to walk our path in a way that feels right and true for us. Hello, sending you some love. Hi, it's good to see you. Hi, Instagram. Hello, YouTube. Hello, everybody listening on the podcast. This week's TGIM is all about respect. This isn't just about the please and thank you type of respect. This is deep, unapologetic respect for the whole experience, for ourselves, for our past, our families, our land, our choices, our animals, our belongings, the things that we have. I've learned the hard way without real respect. There is really, without real respect, none of the pieces in our life hold steady or long or sustainable. And so embracing gratitude, embracing appreciation, it really breeds happiness. And happiness doesn't come from getting what we want, it comes from appreciating what we already have. Last night, when I was tucking in Emmy and saying my goodnight to her, she looks at me and I could feel, I always get a tingle in my throat when she has something to say to me. And so I look at her and I'm, what is it? She says, Mom, I just really, really am grateful for the life that we have. I'm grateful for everything. And Majestic. Majestic is her horse that she's dreamed about. If you ever had a conversation with my daughter, hi, baby. Hey. Then you would know how much she's into horses. She would have told you something about when I get a horse one day. So sweet. Okay, let's dive into it. And we're gonna do some cards. Oh, look at that. The card on the top. Sunshine. Yeah. So we'll pull a card after. Diving into respect. I have no idea what we're going to talk about today, but I have it in my heart. Respect really starts with ourself and flows outward into others, into the world. And so for me, learning respect started with self-respect. It felt like fighting my way out of my cage, my box that I put myself in, as well as the world, the conditionings of the world. So respect isn't just, again, like the please and the thank you, or, respecting other people's property. Uh, respect isn't something that we just feel. It's an integration of both. It's part of our beingness. It's part of what we do. It's an active choice each and every day to be kind to ourselves, to set boundaries, to not just set those boundaries, but to honor the fuck out of those boundaries. And that means saying no when we need to. And it's so that we can say yes to the things that we really long to have in our life. One of my intentions this week is to say no to the impulsive thoughts stemming from the fear of missing out. Okay. Focusing on just what's scheduled and not putting any more on my plate. We'll see how that goes. Again, I'm human too. Yes, I love that majestic is your favorite word. Ah, that is so sweet. Um, yeah, he was just heaven sent and he truly is majestic. And it's kind of a reminder that you too are majestic. You're majestic as fuck. And that you have such a magical soul and light in this world. And look at all the things that you've been through. Like, wow, such a powerhouse you are, making a way out of no way. So thank you. You are an inspiration. Okay. So let's dive into a deeper level of respect and being true to ourselves, being responsible for our lives. If we don't hold ourselves accountable for our actions, for our choices, for our thoughts, how can we expect this level of respect from others? You know, how can we expect other people to hold themselves accountable for how they treat us, for what they think about us? You know, that we don't hold them accountable, they hold themselves accountable. And this week, I really invite you to think about how you can respect yourself in those small moments, those very, very small moments. This is like staying consistent. This is showing up, even when we don't want to. When we stand strong in that respect for ourselves, it honestly ripples out and shapes how we interact with our world. If you are a parent, you have kids watching you, how you respect yourself is how they're going to respect themselves. Ah. Okay. So respect and its connection to the medicine wheel. You know, the medicine wheel is the basis of Indigenous teachings. It is the wheel that connects our physical, our mental, our emotional, and our spiritual self together. And it is um, surrounded, it is protected by the seven sacred teachings, which are respect, courage. Let's see if I can remember. Respect, courage, humility, trust, wisdom, truth, and love. So, this is connecting us all, and we're starting with respect and respecting of your physical, your mental, your emotional, your spiritual self is a reminder of that you are such a multi-dimensional being, and that you must reconnect these different parts of yourself in every choice that we make, and that this interconnectedness of our different parts of self reminds us of our connection with each other, with nature, with animals, with the plants, with strangers, with people on the other side of the world. The medicine wheel has my dog is snoring. Has red, yellow, black, and white. And this is the reminder of all of our different skin colors and how we are all connected on this beautiful home we call Mother Earth, or this beautiful planet we call home, which is Mother Earth. And each, culture, each piece of ourself has their own meaning. It has its own special, unique gifts and life lessons um, in healing ourselves and healing our connection with each other and healing our connection with the land. And in that interconnectedness and the importance of bringing it all together, it starts with respect. And it speaks to the vision that we have for our life and how we are going to hold each of our parts of ourselves accountable in that interconnectedness, and trusting that as within, so without, right? What happens within ripples and reflects outwards. So we're speaking to how respect of self is sacred, and is connected to something that which is greater than ourselves, something that we must accept and acknowledge that is a deep, important aspect of life itself. And it starts with respecting those connections with all different parts of yourself, working on each little part and trusting that there is a season for each part of yourself. And that's what the medicine wheel provides us too, is that, when we're standing in our physical wellness, it's like the season of spring, we're being born, thinking of that, of us coming into the physical world. And then we move into our mental self and we think of our teenage years when we're really like in the mental aspect of ourself and learning and growing, and that learning intelligence, wisdom, knowledge about ourselves, others in the world. And then we move into our emotional aspect of ourselves. Oh, my nose right. Sorry, I'm going to step back. The mental is summer, is like the fire, the heat, the pleasure, the joy of going and learning things and fucking up and trying again. And then we move into our emotional aspect of self, which is the fall, the letting go, the release of things. And this is the releasing of the fucking up. This is releasing of the mistakes. This is releasing of the past burdens. This is releasing of the things that we picked up in those years of infancy and teenage years. And now we're in our inner adult, we're our adult season, and we're letting go of all that crap, the unbecoming, so to speak, unlearning of the conditioning. And yeah, that's our fall, which we're in fall right now. So we're embracing the letting go. And this can be cumbersome. It can be hard. Think of a bear, how it walks, and ooh, it's very cumbersome, especially when it's heading into its hibernation. So this is our emotional body, and this is a lot of this is the aspect of self that people can get stuck. And so allowing yourself to grieve the loss of what you once were, embrace change. Change is coming. When we let go in that death of our old self, we can trust that it's going to give us vital nutrients for the next year, the next cycle. And so we move into that winter self, that spiritual self. This is the top of the medicine wheel. This is where we seek hibernation. This is where we seek hermiting. This is where we go within and remember all those lessons learned, and how are we going to integrate them into our daily lives, into our beingness, into our connections with others. This is our elder self. This is that wisdom. It is such a powerful teaching. In my journey connecting to the medicine wheel, the wisdom of all the things that I've been through, like even the shit, even the challenges, I'm constantly reminded that if I don't respect each aspect, my physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual self, then everything suffers. My connection with myself suffers, my connection with others suffer, and just things are out of alignment, out of balance. And so again, recognizing it's all one. That's all different parts of ourselves. It's all one. And so the medicine wheel really teaches us to truly live in balance, not just with ourselves, but again, others in the world, in every direction, every being, every relationship. Okay, dokie. Quick side note, really quick. I'm going to take a sip of, well, my rebel fuel. I know I'm always talking about my wellness routines, my ride or die, my rebel fuel. And today's plug is no different. The mental wellness company is literally breaking ground. It's packed with clean, reliable ingredients, and it's my motherfucking go-to when I need that extra focus and energy without the crash, without the jitters, without fake stimulants, without bogging my digestive system and my liver down with crap, fake stimulants, man, artificial sweeteners, none of that is in here. So whether it is, grinding through a work day or, working out, exercising at the gym, Rebel Fuel keeps me on point. Rebel Fuel keeps me on point with the homeschool, with all my different schedules. And if you want to know more how you can keep getting shit done on your to-do list, on your get to-do list, reach out, DM me, okay? And I can help get you discounts and free products. So if you want to get feeling amazing and get started right away, DM me. It is a progressive progression. So you start feeling good right away, and the more you drink it, the better you feel. Again, the more you drink it, the better you feel. It's quite literally been a game changer in my life. Let's get you feeling amazing. DM me, Rebel Fuel, if you want to know more. Okay. So moving into respecting our roots, our ancestry. Now, this one is for the culture. Respect for our ancestors and where we come from. So we just finished talking about the medicine wheel and the connection of how, different parts of ourself, our physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and our connection with others, nature, Mother Earth. Now, this is really about our respect for where we come from. This isn't nostalgic. This isn't nostalgia, like, oh, childhood was so great. This is about actively honoring the people, places, and practices that have shaped us. As a Red River Métis citizen and descendant, respecting my ancestors, where my grandma's been, where my great-grandparents were, his isn't just some like abstract ideal I talk about on social media. This is something that I incorporate in my everyday living. Waking up with gratitude, leaving an offering, whether it be water, tobacco, the leftovers of my tea, just thanking that which is greater, thanking Great Spirit, thanking my nature spirits for being with me, protecting me, and giving that strength is so important. So respecting our culture, our roots, our lineage, our ancestry, it's knowing and honoring where you come from, what your elders have been through, and the strength that it took for them to go through that, and that strength you carry within you in all that you do. So for me, learning about my own history has been humbling and empowering, and it's knowing that I am part of a long line of strength, resilience, and survival, and that it's a disservice for me. Like, if I don't live in that strength and resilience and thrive in all of the things that they've had to survive through, then it's a level of disrespect. So when we tap into that ancestral respect, we ground ourselves into something much bigger than us. We ground into that long line of strength and resilience and survival, whatever that may have been for you in your lineage. And that, my friends, gives you a motherfucking backbone that you can stand tall on. I am grateful for the house, the land, the yard that I live in. This is my great-grandparents' first home as Métis people, in a time that Métis people weren't allowed to build a house, or sorry, weren't allowed to own land. They were not allowed to hold title. And it was just by the grace of God that a man had helped my great-grandparents buy land for their family. They were very, very hard workers and they made ways out of no ways. And that's how I have the strength to make a way out of no way. And I can lean on that. And that gives me a backbone in times when I think I can't keep fucking going. So check your culture, check your roots, check your lineage, get to know it, get to know your grandparents, get to know where they've been, where they've come from, and the things that they've had to survive through. gives you strength, I promise. So we're going to be winding down here, my last little tangent before we do a card reading. Respect is honestly a daily practice. It's like any muscle that you need to any muscle that you're working out with, or that you're needing to strengthen, that's it. It takes daily practice. It takes reps and continuous, consistent reps. It's not a big, gigantic, grander move that you do. It's those small, everyday choices, choosing compassion over judgment, choosing grace over criticism, listening before reacting, choosing the long-term benefit over the immediate fix or a quick fix. It's a practice just like anything else, and it takes patience and consistency. So every day I wake up and I make that choice to walk with respect. And some days I fall short. I'm human, but I keep going. And that's my hope for all of you this week. Make respect part of your daily routine. Be intentional, be aware, be honest. You will be amazed at how respect comes right back to you from the world around. This is too funny. So the card, Law of Attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks, The Teachings of Abraham. And this says, my life is unlimited in every aspect. I mean, let me rephrase that. My life is unlimited in every respect. My life is unlimited in every respect. I recognize, this is what it says on the back. I recognize that I am unlimited in all facets of my life. I see my financial balance as unlimited. So nothing I am choosing is limited by money. For I know I am a magnet and I attract whatever level of prosperity, health, and relationships I choose. So this speaks to that connection, as within, so without. You are a magnet and you attract whatever level of abundance, prosperity, health, wealth, or relationships that you choose. If you are choosing a lower level of respect in yourself, you're going to experience and have and attract that lower level of respect. You increase that level of self-respect, you are going to be a magnet for mega respect received to you. And that is in whatever aspect: prosperity, abundance, health, wealth, relationships, career, whatever it may be. Oh, wow. My life is unlimited in every respect. Respect your life is unlimited. Okay. You have unlimited potential, and it's time you tap into that well of untapped potential. Okay. If anybody wants to reach out, I would love to connect with you. As a Red River Métis descendant, most of my clients are Indigenous, and they can lack connections to needed resources and support. So if you are Indigenous and you are looking for help in your mental health and your wellness, please reach out. I got a special rate for you for services and programs. So again, if you are Indigenous and you want to reach out for mental health support or emotional, physical, whatever it may be, spiritual even, I have a special rate just for you. So, Chi Miigwech, thank you so much for listening live or the replay. on Instagram, on Spotify, or YouTube. I want to have another shameless plug here. As a nationally board certified health and wellness coach and trauma-informed subconscious practitioner, I partner with motivated clients seeking self-directed, lasting changes that are aligned with their strengths and values, which promote health and wellness and enhance their well-being. Fully qualified to work in partnership with your medical team or other healthcare providers that you may have that you're currently working with, whether that's finding resilience through medical diagnosis, getting a handle on your mental and emotional health, or building more trust, faith, hope, and love in your life. In the course of our work, my clients receive positive, unconditional positive regard for where they are at, and I believe deeply and wholeheartedly in your capacity for change, honoring that each of you is an expert in his or her life, while ensuring that all of our interactions are safe, confidential, respectful, and non-judgmental. Okay. The end goal of our work together is you reaching your own self-determination, increasing levels of joy, happiness, motivation, confidence, engagement, performance, resilience, and creativity in any area of your life that you so desire to have. I look forward to hearing from you. And thank you again for joining me on this TGIM Moon Day, this Monday morning. Remember, respect isn't just an attitude, it's an action. It is part of our feeling, it is our beingness. Go within and remember. This week, let's bring that real, raw respect into every aspect of our lives. That means acknowledging where we are falling short or behaving in less than desirable ways. Bring that respect into those places. If this episode spoke to you, hit the share button with someone who could use a little reminder of the powerful energy of respect. And remember, I'm here if you want to dive deeper into this work. Okay. Again, thank you. Merci. Chimagwech and Chimagwech to Kitsimanu. Great spirit for the earth we walk on, the air we breathe, the fire to fuel our souls, and the water to cleanse us, mind, bodies, and spirits. Miigwech for being here. Peace on your week ahead.